Hello Hypno community and welcome back. It's Josh Burns and I've actually got something a little different for you today. We don't have a session planned for you, more of a lecture, a demo kind of a thing. And one of the things you'll find as you get more into self-hypnosis, especially if you're in the self-hypnosis sequence, is that there are a lot of deepening techniques that you can use on yourself, but there are actually some ways to sort of trick your brain into deepening and getting into that theta state. And if you're not sure what I'm talking about, don't worry. Getting into that theta state a lot quicker. Now, for those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, that's fine. The theta state, or the theta brainwave, is a brainwave that occurs in your mind when you go between alpha, which is alert, awake, aware, and delta, which is sleeping. So theta is the sort of sweet spot that we like to get our clients into with hypnosis, and if you're into self-hypnosis, then theta is what you're really striving for. You want to get yourself into theta and you want to stay there as long as possible so that you can do as much work as possible and get all of the good benefit from that, right? Make changes really quickly. Theta can be hard to get into for some people. For other people, they can snap right into it. But one of the best ways that I've found to quickly get there and to stay there is to use binaural beats. Now, binaural beats are not a catch-all. It's all based on the fact that humans and many animals have directional hearing. Directional hearing is what allows us to figure out if that even with our eyes closed, that a sound we heard occurred on this side or over there or back there. The only way that our brain can really figure that out is to do a little bit of math, right? So the sound occurs, let's say, over here, and the sound waves travel and will hit both of our ears. They're going to be a little bit out of sync. The actual frequency of the wave is going to be slightly different. So the left ear is going to hear a slightly different sound than the right ear. The brain does the math and then it's able to compute where in the room the sound happened. That's pretty cool. And for anyone who's a scientist, if I butchered that description about directional hearing and sound waves and things like that, go ahead and correct me in the comments. I am always open to criticism. Moving on. So directional hearing is one of the ways that, or reasons why this works. Our brain is already sort of pre-programmed, predisposed to figuring out, to doing that kind of math, to figuring out where sounds occur. Well, we can use that, and we can actually sort of trick the brain, and it's kind of cool. So here's the overall theory, is that if I play one tone, let's say a tone that sounds like this, in this ear, and then I play another tone that sounds almost the same, just a little different, in this ear, the brain will do a little bit of math to sort of subtract one from the other and come up with a new wave. And that's a wave that only exists in the brain. So if this wave over here was, let's say, 50 hertz and this was 45 hertz, then the brain is going to sort of hear a 5 hertz wave. This is all sounding kind of weird, I'm sure, but the reason that this is really useful is that we can figure out the optimum brainwave that we want to be at. When your brain is able to subtract one of these tones from the other, and the reason that you're hearing one tone in one ear and the other is you almost always use headphones, usually very good quality headphones if you have them available. Earbuds will work. Pretty much any headphones will work. The better the quality, the better the effect. So you've got in one of your stereo headphones, you've got one tone going. In the other one, you've got another tone going. The brain does a little bit of math to subtract one from the other, and there we have, if it's a binaural beat track that's been designed for hypnosis, there we have in the brain a theta brainwave. The brain is hearing or imagining a theta brainwave. So that's pretty cool. And now we can use that with relaxation, with hypnosis, to help entrain your brainwaves, bringing you down from alpha into theta, and then keeping you there so you don't drift back down into delta or come out back up into alpha. So using binaural beats, you can sort of create an artificial wave in the brain that allows your natural brain waves to sort of settle into a nice comfortable groove that's created by the sounds that you're hearing in the headphones. Now, like I said, this doesn't work for everybody all the time because some people have different hearing, you know. If you're partially deaf in one ear, then your brain isn't going to be able to do that math. So it's not a catch-all, it doesn't work for everybody, but it's got some really cool side effects. So the Monroe Institute has been studying this for years, I think since the 60s or 70s, and what they've found is that using binaural beats, you can improve memory, you can boost your IQ, You can relax quicker than, I mean, almost any other technique out there. It can be used to deepen relaxation, deepen meditation, deepen hypnosis. There's just a laundry list of benefits that binaural beats have. And there's lots of ways that you can get your hands on binaural beats to begin with. If you're wondering, like, you know, well, Josh, where are these binaural beats? How do I get some? I'll let you know about a great resource in a second. There are, you know, you can literally go online and find YouTube videos that have them. There's a lot of sort of amateurish stuff out there if you're just interested in checking something out. But I would highly recommend, if you're going to be using binaural beats for hypnosis, for self-hypnosis, for meditation, if you're going to be trying to use binaural beats for change and to really make improvements in your life, I would definitely recommend that you get really good binaural beats, because those are the ones that are actually going to help you. And the only person I know right now who's got just top quality binaural beats with hypnosis specifically is Steve G. Jones, who you know from a lot of our other posts here. Steve is one of the new hypnotists. He's got a lot of great posts on here, and you've probably left good feedback for him recently. He has an awesome website, stevegjones.com, where you can buy his hypnosis sessions, and then if you get the platinum upgrade, and they're like $60 or $70, I think, they'll have binaural beats on them. So that's a really great way to deepen hypnosis. I've used Steve's stuff. It's awesome. I find I go really, really deep to the point where I don't remember most of the session, but I also don't fall asleep. I know for a fact that it's a really good sign. And if you've ever experienced anything like that, don't worry. It is a form of amnesia, or at least we call it amnesia within the hypnosis and hypnotherapy communities. But it's nothing dangerous. It's just that your subconscious mind has absorbed a lot of stuff and not necessarily released any of it to the conscious mind. You can remember all of it under hypnosis. You cannot probably remember all of it in your conscious everyday life. But the point is that the subconscious mind has retained all of the information when you experience something like that. And I experience that every time I listen to one of Steve's audios, and I absolutely love them. Now I want to give you a sort of a awesome special offer for being part of our community. What we've done is put together a package of Steve's audios. And here at the New Hypnotists, we really believe that making change in one area of your life is good, but if you're not making changes across the board, then you know you're potentially setting yourself up for a problem later on in life, or at least not living to the peak potential that you could live at. And what we've realized is that there are really 5 pillars of life, five areas of your life, of my life, of anyone's life that you can change, that you can decide to change, right? So those are physical health, and that's obvious. You can right now decide to do 10 push-ups or as many as you can, and that's going to help your physical health, you know. You can go out for a run, you know, you could go for a long walk, all of these things. We can do things, we can make choices to improve our physical health. And we can use hypnosis to make those choices easier to make, to create new habits, new behaviors, things like that. There's mental health, right? Or not even mental health, but just mental capacity, mental abilities, right? So, you know, from anything along the lines of improving your memory, improving short-term, long-term memory, boosting your IQ, you know, these are all things that you can do if you work those mental muscles. There's lots of ways to do it. Hypnosis can really help. So there's physical, mental, emotional. So your emotional, the aspects of you that are emotional, your emotional health, your emotional life can be boosted and improved through hypnosis. You can reduce stress. You can feel happier, you know, you can feel more comfortable. These are all things that you can achieve with hypnosis. And these are things that honestly you can change with or without hypnosis, but hypnosis can really supercharge things and accelerate your success. So physical, mental, emotional, spiritual. Spiritual is another. I mean, if you ever find that you don't have, that you feel like something's missing in your life, it might be a spiritual component. It might be that your spiritual side is just starving. So deepening that spiritual connection, feeling like you're connected to something that's bigger than you, more powerful than you, connected to the world and those around you, that's something that you can work on, right? And you can work on that with hypnosis. And the final thing is financial, and it seems a little out of place because all the others are almost health related, right? But the fifth one is too. Your financial health, your financial well-being, it goes beyond being rich or poor. It really has to do with the patterns that you have in your life, the way your relationship to money, the way you think about creating money, creating value in the world. So using hypnosis, you can create new mental patterns. You know, you can find ways to see new opportunities in the world. You can find ways to earn more money on a daily basis. You can also change the patterns that you have in terms of spending. You know, if you overspend on a certain thing, you can get rid of that habit with hypnosis. Now, all of these things are things that you can change with hypnosis, and if you use binaural beats, you can change even more deeply on an even more profound level. Now, I'm going to show you on the screen exactly what you're going to get. This is the page that you'll see when you click the button under the video. So this is the Self-Hypnosis Accelerator is what we're calling it. If you're in the self-hypnosis sequence, you're going to find this incredibly, incredibly useful. If you're not in the self-hypnosis sequence yet, that's fine. You're still going to love this. Now, it's got some information here on binaural beats, and you know, it's got, you know, features like improving your memory and attention span, removing pain, stress, and anxiety, raising your IQ by 23 to 33 points on average, and much, much more. And so here is the meat of the matter. Here's what you were really interested in. So these are the 5 pillar areas I was telling you about. So what we've got here are 3 audios, and in some cases I think 4 audios per section that you're getting, and these are all valued at $80, $79.95. So keep that in mind, because that adds up kind of quickly, and the package deal that we got for you is pretty awesome. So in the mental pillar, what you're going to get is unlimited motivation. That's an amazing audio. I love that one. Get organized. Highly, highly recommended. Concentration and focus. Also, all of this is sort of mental productivity stuff. And that will make you more productive, more motivated, more organized, and generally more awesome in your daily life, in your work life, in your home life. So that's awesome. Section 2, the physical pillar. What we've got here is achieve weight loss. I think most people have at least 5 pounds that they could stand to lose. This makes it a lot easier. I love to exercise. This is fantastic. I listened to this audio, I think, maybe 3 times, and by the 3rd time, I was exercising almost every day. So I highly recommend this one. And increase metabolism. Very cutting edge stuff here, and that's all under the physical pillar. So this is about getting your body not just in shape, but feeling really good. So then we move on here, the spiritual pillar. And we've actually got 4 sessions for you here, each one valued at almost $80. So master meditation, this is a really great session. Achieve inner peace for men, and one here for women. So you can buy, when you buy this package, you actually get all 5 of these sections that I'm showing you, but whichever one of these appeals to you, obviously listen to that, and there's one you can share with your significant other or somebody else. So that's really cool. And discover ESP. And again, more cutting edge stuff that you're getting here. And again, all of these contain binaural beats to help you get even deeper into theta. So that's just incredibly important. Now in section 4, the financial pillar. What we've got for you here, unlimited wealth, discover abundance, and achieve sales mastery. So if you need or want to grow your wealth, if you're looking to increase the amount of abundance and prosperity you have in your life, and especially if you're in any kind of a sales job, if you're a team leader, if you're in any kind of a sales or communications or leadership role, this Achieve Sales Mastery session is absolutely awesome. And finally, in the 5th section, we've got the emotional pillar. And when we talk about working on emotional stuff, we picked out the 4 sessions that we thought would give you the biggest advantage. So we've got unlimited confidence, ease stress, overcome the fear of failure, and overcome the fear of success. So this is going to give you the confidence to go after any goal you have in your life, cut the stress out, and not get stuck by becoming afraid of your own failure or success along the way, which are 2 of the most common ways that people's emotions really get in the way of their life. So as you'll see here, if you bought each of these sessions individually, you'd pay over $1,359.15, which is a lot to invest, I know, but when you take up this special offer, you get all of these for $97. You save over $1,200. And just to sort of put my money where my mouth is here, I wanted to just show you SteveGJones.com. If you haven't been, it's a great site. Steve G. Jones is a fantastic clinical hypnotherapist, and he's incredibly prolific. So if you come here, you'll see that he's got gold hypnosis sessions. You can buy the MP3 of just the hypnosis session. You can also get the platinum hypnosis sessions, and that's what we're offering you. All right, and those are $79.95 on his site. So if you were to come here and pick one of these up from SteveGJones.com, you would pay a lot more than what we're selling them for here. As you can see, he charges $79.95 for them on his own site. So you're getting just a fantastic deal. So back to the order process. Again, you're getting 17 sessions, I believe. Let me just recount those. 4, 7, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 17 sessions at $80. That would be almost $1,400. You're getting them for just $97. Great deal. And I don't know how long we'll have them going, have that offer open for you. So if you're interested at all, grab them now. And here's what to do. So what you're going to do is just scroll down to the bottom of this form and go ahead and fill out your contact information, billing address, credit card information, and click the order button. Your order will be processed immediately. You'll get an email within 5 minutes with access to all of this stuff. And you can start downloading the MP3s immediately, put them on your iPod, put them on your phone, put them on an MP3 player, burn them to a CD, and you can listen to some of these today or tonight before bed, and I highly, highly recommend all of them. These are all sessions that I've gotten a lot out of. Well, to be honest, I haven't listened to Achieve Inner Peace for Women, but I'm sure it's just as good as Achieve Inner Peace for Men, and I know that you're going to love these too. So that's that. Just click the button below if you want this awesome deal. You're going to be able to experience binaural beats and go deeper than you've ever gone before, and you're going to get an incredibly great deal. So it's sort of a no-brainer. I don't know how long we'll be able to keep this up and running, so I would highly advise, if you're interested at all, grab it now. Get the files on your computer now, because if you come back, it might not still be up and going, and I would hate for you to miss out on this and have to buy them at full price. Alright, so this is Josh Burns for the New Hypnotists, and I've got more awesome sessions to post later in the week. Keep your eyes open for them, because we've got some amazing stuff coming. If you've got any questions about this special offer or about binaural beats or anything like that, ask them in the comments section. I'll be answering comments all day, all week, so yeah. If you've got any questions, let me know, and have an awesome time with binaural beats. I know you're going to love them. Alright, this is Josh Burns for the New Hypnotist, actually signing off this time.